Okay, so for Taurus rising people, okay, so Taurus, this is in your 8th house, the solar eclipse energy. So there are new opportunities and new beginnings once you let go of those old stories and old beliefs. And in the 8th house, it can be around trauma or any kind of like deep, intense emotions and healing, or anything to do with like birth and death or sex or anything like that as well, which can be trauma stuff around that as well. Releasing and letting go about any beliefs and old stories around that stuff that are holding you back, that are, you know, not letting you move forward or not letting you like step into the true power of who you are, because that 8th house too is like our power. And when we like can heal that trauma and we can transform and all that, and dive into those deep emotions and that true desire of what we really want and need, then that's where we can heal, and that's where we can be empowered then, and that's where that comes from, that power. So needing to do that, and it can also be releasing and letting go of the need for other people's money and resources, needing to rely on loans or inheritances or something like that, or, you know, not, you know, old patterns of not being able to pay bills or taxes or something like that too, or, you know, being able to look after your money or something, or and also it could be like trust issues too with that trauma and that healing side. It could be you know, learning to maybe trust again, or coming into new ways or new beliefs around trusting and truth and all that sort of stuff as well. So, you know, that all is then going to help you towards moving towards that 2nd house energy, which is that having really good self-worth and confidence about yourself and your abilities and skills and the way that you can support yourself and have your own money and look after yourself and all that sort of stuff. So moving away from that 8th house stuff and moving towards that, so releasing and letting go of all that 8th house trauma and healing and other people's money and all that stuff, so that you can then move forward to the new stuff and new opportunities and new beginnings there. Yeah, so that's it for Taurus. Let's pull a card for you. Let me bring up the card. Oop. Yep, that was right. Okay. I'm not going to spend too long on each sign, because the overview gives sort of the brief the main explanation of what's happening, and then you can just see where it's triggering, what things could be triggered for you that you need to release and let go of, and where the new opportunities and new beginnings and new stories can be formed. Okay, so for Taurus rising, so we've got Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. So when that sort of card would come up for Taurus, it's definitely about needing to like ground and nurture the self and like do those self-worth practices, and that's what we were just talking about, that 2nd house stuff. Yeah, so really starting to like look into that and how you can like get more self-worth and like really step into that really confidence of yourself, and knowing that you can provide for yourself as well. So doing things like affirmations and all that help you to like reprogram your mind, and just, you know, even like coming to new information and ways of like learning how to maybe look after your money and stuff like that as well. But yeah, there's definitely something there with that self-worth and like knowing that you can rely on yourself, basically. So yeah, that's that for Taurus rising. So we'll go on to Gemini rising now. Okay.